first, I felt a little bit worried because it was hard and complicated for me, and also we have to do 2 presentations. But when I knew that it was a group task, I felt more confident because we can work together, we can share the work. During the process, I faced some difficulties, especially in understanding the material and how to present it in a simple way. So we want to make sure that the audience will understand what we are going to say. But fortunately, I solved the problem by did some kind of discussion with my friends, and also I watched some videos from YouTube to help me understanding the material. From this excitement, I realized that grammar in spoken discourse is more flexible than in written discourse, but we have to choose the right words, and also we have to pay attention to our intonation, expression, and anything, gesture, and anything. But yeah, I think I realized from this assignment that presentation is not about explaining something, but also interacting with the audience. We have to make the eye contact. We also can add any games, discussions, or anything that we can do interaction with the audience. So maybe that's all for your reflection. Thank you.
I was in group 3 and my group got the topic of ellipses and discourse markers. At the beginning, I felt scared because I didn't fully understand the material. I was worried that I might say something wrong, especially because we had to present in front of the class. And the biggest problem for us was the ellipsis material. We explained ellipses in the written form, not in spoken grammar.
Simply call it dot.
And we only realized this after our presentation. I felt guilty because I knew it wasn't completely correct. However, this mistake became a good lesson for me. When it was time to present discourse markers, we searched for more materials and prepared a quiz so the audience could remember and understand better. From this experience, I became more confident speaking in front of many people, and I learned that my speaking fluency improves when I truly understand the material.
At first, I felt really anxious about this task. I was worried that my group wouldn't be communicative, and I've always been scared of presenting, especially in English. When I present, I tend to memorize everything, and that just makes me more nervous, which leads to my mind going blank.
It's expressive.
And then one of the challenges I faced was understanding the matter clearly, since most of the explanations came from group presentations, because we're all still learning together, right? Sometimes we're not fully sure about certain points, so I had to review the topics again on my own by checking reliable sources online. I also had trouble remembering which pattern belonged to which category, so I often had to recheck everything. From this class, I learned that grammar in spoken discourse is different from grammar in written. It's not only about the structure, but also about intonation and how you deliver your message. And then I realized that intonation and speaking plays matter a lot in making a presentation clear and engaging. Overall, I learned that I need to stay calm, breathe, and trust myself more when speaking. So.
Can you share some specific examples of the grammar concepts from the course that you used in your poster presentation?
Well, yeah, when we explained our poster, we used several spoken grammar concepts from the course. The first one we used was ellipses because it made our speech shorter and clearer.
Yeah, ellipses really helped us to skip repeated words. For example, from do you understand to understand. So it made the flow smoother.
and it made the explanation easier to follow. Without ellipses, everything would sound too long and heavy.
We also use discourse markers such as so, that. These markers connected each part of the poster and showed the order clearly.
And we also added simple expressions like I think and they made our speaking sound natural, not formal, and the explanation felt more comfortable.
And all those markers help the audience understand when we are moving to another point. It made the whole presentation smoother.
And how did the whole project improve your understanding and skills in spoken grammar?
For the reflection, preparing the poster helped us understand that spoken grammar is more flexible than written grammar, and then we realized we could use shorter sentences and still be clear.
And during the presentation, we also practiced using discourse markers analysis in real time, so it improved the flow of our speech and made our ideas easier to explain.
And after finishing the project, we felt more confident speaking English in front of people, and we became better at explaining ideas and using natural